Thank you for attending Reading Partner's first virtual book and breakfast event. We're excited to have you join us. My name is Guy Pasquino, and I proudly serve as the Executive Director of Reading Partners Colorado. It's an honor to be here today to bring you on a journey of inspiration. You will hear from people who have been positively impacted by their experience with Reading Partners one-on-one tutoring. We realize that none of this would be possible without your support. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to our community and the students we serve. For those of you who are just learning about us, let's hear what Brian and Samantha have to say about Reading Partners.
Say action.
Action.
What we do is the kids pick a book and then the tutors read the book.
She helps you read and sounds out words, and you have to fill in papers of what you read.
And then when we're done, we get a book and the kids read it this time.
Miss Renee has a calm voice and she makes the stories funny. Every time I used to come to Reading Partners, I used to be confused of what we're learning about, but now I know what we're learning about and what our lessons are. I feel more confident now than I used to, and that made me feel proud.
My favorite books are The Berenstain Bears. They lived in a log tree house. It was a very fine house.
Reading Partners helped me more on my other classes because I'm understanding what I'm reading.
When I go to Reading Partners, I get better at reading.
I like to read now.
Thank you so much, Brian and Samantha. You are an inspiration to us all. And in times like this, we need inspiration. This year has proven to be quite a challenge. Reading Partners has responded to difficulties presented by COVID-19 with new and exciting innovations. As we approach the unprecedented nature of this new school year, we are confident we can successfully serve our students both online and in person. In a moment, we'll hear from our Chief Knowledge Officer, Dean Elson, to learn more about how our organization is evolving this year. But before I welcome Dean, I want to introduce you to another one of our amazing students, Emmanuel, who is accompanied by his mom and tutor from last year. Take it away, Emmanuel.
They eat logs, holes, and leaves.
Emmanuel was a little bit behind reading level at the beginning of the school year, and so we started working together back in September. Look, what's he doing in there?
I don't know. I opened up the book. I was like, my heart was beating, my head was sweating, and I was like, I could do this, I could do this.
As a reading partner, I come into the school once a week, and I work with a student one-on-one for about 45 minutes. And basically, Emmanuel has been through 39 different lessons this school year. So each level is a different lesson about reading. His confidence has definitely grown. He's more willing to take risks and to try words. He's picking harder books.
And the one that I've been telling you about, the Lorax, is actually in here because Miss Sarah actually liked it. Here it is.
At first, he didn't want to read at all. Before starting school, it was very hard getting him to read. But when we're driving around, whatever he sees, he's reading, trying to read the signs. He's trying to read traffic signs and everything now. So it's exciting for us that he's doing good, and Sometimes he wants to be an architect, sometimes he wants to be the president. So I'm like, anything you want to become, you need to learn, and learning is reading.
It's fun to read because if you read, you get smarter in reading class. So that's why I want kids to read more and more so they can learn better.
Wow, Emmanuel, your excitement for reading and learning is so fun to watch. I can't wait to see what great things you do in your future. Hi everyone, I'm Dean Elson, Reading Partners Chief Knowledge Officer. As you noticed from Emmanuel's tutor, Reading Partners provides an opportunity for not only literacy learning, but also making a connection. This year, in a time when everyone is yearning for connection, Reading Partners is proud to offer Reading Partners Connects, our live distance tutoring program. For 21 years and counting, our focus has been on supporting students to reach their fullest potential as readers. Finding new ways to improve and innovate our program to serve students better is part of our DNA. So finding student-centric solutions amid a global public health crisis is an extreme example of what we do on a regular basis. Our goal this school year is to provide the same quality curriculum and learning environment through a safe and secure platform. Until we're able to return to safe in-person learning, Reading Partners Connects is our best way to create connections now with students and families, and to address the literacy skill needs that are the foundation of so much later learning and school success. We are working harder than ever to help close the widening opportunity gap that so many young students are facing today. As a tutor myself at Garden Place Academy in Globeville, I'm excited to get started with students on this new platform. This year, funding for Reading Partners is more critical than ever in order to continue innovating to fit the needs of families, students, and schools. If you'd like to help Reading Partners Colorado continue to serve students in the Denver community during this uncertain time, please click the donate button below. Now I'd like to introduce Andrea Renteria, the principal at Garden Place Academy, to tell you why Reading Partners is so important to her school community and why she is still on board this year among many inevitable changes.
The kids feel like our reading partners care about them. They ask about how they're doing. They ask about their families. They're invested in our kids' lives, and that's what makes the difference. That's why we see a year and a half's growth on average in our kids and their reading because of the relationship. I really think that that is the foundation of our kids' growth. They get progress monitored on a regular basis. We're able to look at that data. The Reading Partner program pairs with the teachers to kind of see not only how are they doing in the progress monitor of the reading partners, but also small groups. So there's a good collaboration between those two. And so we're able to see, yes, we are seeing on average a year and a half's growth in our students that are connected with Reading Partners, but also one of the best things that we're seeing is that students with Reading Partners are not only seeing academic gains, but also social emotional gains through that character development in one-on-one time. One thing I was a little bit nervous about was in this virtual world, where does Reading Partners fit in? And when I sat down with them, I was so pleased to hear that they've set up a whole virtual platform, and it's really interesting. The kids are able to still meet with their tutors one-on-one. They're still able to go through their readings. I think kids are going to be really interested in it, and I think they're going to be really excited about it. And most importantly, they're still going to get that one-on-one time with their tutor. They're still going to be able to see their tutor face to face. They're still going to be able to ask them about their lives. They're still going to be able to build that love for reading and learning together. And that's the most important thing. So I was so excited to hear that Reading Partners has already completely transformed to a virtual program. Reading Partners is a really important part of our community, of our school culture and our school community as a whole. And so we would like to have Reading Partners at Garden Place for a really long time. Now we just need to find the funds to make that possible.
Andrea, thank you so much for telling us about your experience with Reading Partners. It is amazing how this program directly impacts so many people in our community. I'm Pat Hennigan, the chair of the Reading Partners Colorado Regional Board. Now, speaking of impact, I'm excited to share that for the next 24 hours, we have secured a matching gift for any donation of $100 or more, up to $10,000. Thank you to our donors for your generous contribution. If you have been hovering over that donate button, now is the time to click so you can double your donation with this matching gift. Our next segment will introduce you to our Tutor of the Year nominees. Every year, we ask our site coordinator AmeriCorps members to nominate one person in their reading center who stood out and went above and beyond. It is my honor to introduce you to the 11 tutors who have demonstrated a special commitment to the Reading Partners mission and an extraordinary connection with their students. Congratulations to all of our nominees this year, and thank you so much for your service.
Tell you, Rob, actually, you won Tutor of the Year.
Wow. Well, thank you.
I'm Maggie. I am a second-year site coordinator at Reading Partners and third-year AmeriCorps member. I met Rob Corn last year and nominated him to be Tutor of the Year.
A friend of mine had been involved in Reading Partners here in Denver for several years. And about 4 or 5 years ago, she told me about the program, and I checked it out and got involved.
The immediate reason why I nominated him was because of how deeply he cared for his students and how willing he was to go above and beyond for every single one of his students.
Basically, it's getting to know the child and helping them learn to read, but it's so much more than that.
Tutors like Rob, they're able to connect with a student and really change their life. One of his students was kind of a tough nut to crack. She was really shy. And immediately he was like, my personal goal is to have a deep conversation with her and get her to smile on her own this year. And I was like, that's great, because she's very shy. And so he would, tell her to call him funny nicknames or like make jokes or just get her to really engage with a text even in a deeper way. And he would just bring out this side of her that I didn't really see elsewhere. She eventually every time was giving a big like toothless smile in the center, and it was amazing. Like, I don't think I could have done it with her, and he got there.
And by the end of the year, she was so confident, she was speaking, and doing so much better. And I mean, every one of the kids, I mean, just to watch them develop is just really special. I mean, these kids are terrific, and it's like medicine. I mean, for me, it's like medicine.
Rob, on top of giving with his time, would just give any way he possibly could, whether it be he noticed the prize box was low, he would come in the next day with fresh prizes. For our books, he would always try to bring any type of book we needed. He would go and search the sales and bring books, and it was just amazing.
You get so much more out of this than you put into it, that you should have to pay to be able to be a part of the program.
Really, like, anyone can be a tutor with the training and the curriculum we give them. Anyone can come in and be a tutor. And I think it's people like Rob who come in and they take that and they just go above and beyond, and they just make it their own and make it incredible.
The program has done such a good job of putting together the framework that allows somebody like me, who never was a teacher, to move into this role comfortably and really feel like you can make a difference. The payback is so much more than the pay-in. I mean, I just feel like if everybody just did a little bit, I mean, the world would be such a better place.
Congratulations to Robert Korn for winning the Tutor of the Year award. Robert, you are an inspiration to us all, and on behalf of the Reading Partners board and staff, thank you for all that you have done at Samuels Elementary. Reading Partners is committed to educational equity. We believe that all students should have the opportunity to learn and grow, and that all students deserve individualized support. With that, I would like to introduce you to Nadia Salman, a former AmeriCorps member who will tell us about her experience as a site coordinator and how Reading Partners is helping to combat the educational equity issues that we face today.
Hello, my name is Nadia Salman. I moved across the country to serve as an AmeriCorps member with Reading Partners because it is an organization that walks the talk when it comes to elevating educational equity. Reading Partners staff believe that every student, regardless of their race, religion, or gender, deserves excellent instruction and individualized attention. I wanted to be part of that. The twin pandemics of racial injustice and COVID-19 have exposed the inequities that have always existed for communities of color. Now the opportunity gap for low-income students and students of color has only widened. In a time of so much uncertainty and fear, Reading Partners is a game changer. Reading Partners is offering students the opportunity for individualized literacy attention. Yes. And Reading Partners tutors are giving kids the opportunity to be kids and to show up to their online sessions as their whole self. And hopefully kids are leaving their sessions with a feeling of safety, knowing that as crazy and scary as this world can get, their tutor and their site coordinator have their back. We appreciate you joining us today, and we ask you to donate now, knowing that together we can make a difference.
Nadia, I love your story and how it speaks to your commitment to students and the value of national service. Thank you for telling us about your experience. We have 2 more special guests for you to meet. It's my pleasure to introduce another one of our hardworking students, Max, and his mother, Sheila.
My favorite book is The Hungry Caterpillar.
Why?
Because my favorite animal is a caterpillar. I feel like they are part of nature. They're part of ecosystem, and when they transform into a butterfly, I feel like it looks beautiful.
My name is Sheila Baker, and I have 2 sons, Oliver, age 10, and Max, who is accompanying me today, age 7. And we have gotten the most amazing help from Reading Partners. It's been an incredible advantage for both of my kids, putting them at grade level or above. With both boys, I've seen it. With Max, it was more about he was shy and didn't really talk to anybody. didn't want to have any involvement, just really kept to himself, didn't know really how to read yet, and struggled with it some. And they teamed him up with a gentleman, a volunteer, and it was perfect. And this man got Max to come out of his shell, and Max would come home, I read today. Oh yeah? And next thing you know, there was books, and he was bringing home books, and he wants to go to the library, and we Saturday afternoon, let's go to the library in the city, just for fun. It was, he lit that fire just by taking some time, that one-on-one time with Max, and the match up between the two personalities. I don't know if they thought about it or if it just happened, but it was perfect.
I like it that you have someone that helps you read, and you get to read mostly the story to them. They help me read. They help me with words that are difficult for me to say.
Literacy is key, and if you know how to read and you have the love of reading, you have the love of education, it's going to get you far and where you want to go. No one can take that from you. When you have thought and when you learn something, nobody can take it. It is yours. You own it, and when you have the confidence behind it, I do believe that if you really use it to your advantage, it will make you unstoppable.
Reading is important because if you read, you can be more smarter, and you can be someone else, but you have half of what you want to be, and you have half scientist in your head. Mm-hmm. Thank you, reading partners.
As you have seen and heard from our school partners, volunteer tutors, students, staff, and AmeriCorps members, Reading Partners positively impacts the current and future lives of students and families. None of this would be possible without you. Regardless of this school year's challenges, Reading Partners is prepared to address them through meaningful one-on-one connections, research-based instruction, and innovative technology. In order to make that happen, we need your financial support, because with your gift, we can continue providing literacy support that ensures all students are successful in school and in life. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day.